Hello, everyone, and welcome to another pre-game edition of GTHL Hockey in the Six. I'm Jordan Jacklin, joined alongside Jaden Ho as we tee up a new first-round playoff series between the Toronto Junior Canadiens and the Toronto Young Nationals. Starting off on the goaltender side, it's going to be quite interesting. We have the Twins and the Armelin brothers for the Toronto Junior Canadiens, and for the Nationals, we have Austin Pergola and James Meredith.
Well, both goaltenders for both teams are probably going to be important in this series. We know in the GTHL playoffs you're going to run into some back-to-backs. You're not going to be getting a night of rest every single game. So having both goaltenders ready to go is going to be super important. And for the Toronto Junior Canadiens, you have the Armelin twins in net, Alexander and Nico, both really solid goaltenders, good positionally, and they're able to make big saves in big moments, and they'll need that under the bright lights of the GTHL playoffs. And on the other side, Austin Pergola and James Meredith, both also really solid goaltenders, both on the smaller side, but they make up for it with great athleticism. And again, they're able to make big saves in big moments. They're good at coming across the net, moving side to side with that lateral movement to make those big pad stops.
And now moving into the skater department, let's talk about the Junior Canadiens and Luca Romano, who's a player that's really destined to go high in this upcoming OHL draft.
Well, Luca Romano, one of the best players in the GTHL, just so good at finding teammates, creating plays, using his passing, his vision, and his hockey IQ to create offense. And he's just a pass-first kind of player. He's going to look for his teammates to try and set them up. He's going to rack up assists, and you can expect him to pick up a point or two tonight.
And for the Nationals, what about a player that doesn't necessarily get the love that he deserves in A.J. Rye?
Oh, A.J. Rye is a fantastic player. We've talked about him on here before. He's just so good at moving the puck around. He's a speedy, undersized player who goes to the dirty areas of the ice. He goes to the corners. He goes to the front of the net, and he's willing to battle for pucks in there. He plays like a power forward despite his relative lack of size. So he's just a great player, and he's really destined to be a big impact player in the playoffs. He plays that playoff-style game, so he'll be a real big performer for the Toronto Nationals here.
Well, that's it from the Six Hockey Studios as we get you sent to the ice for warm-up. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Herb Carnegie as we tee up an all-Toronto playoff series between the Junior Canadiens and the Nationals. I'm Jordan Jacklin, joined alongside Jaden Ho as we get set for the opening face-off. And Jaden, what are you excited about in this series between these two Toronto teams?
Well, it's a great matchup here. Two really talented teams, and I think that's going to be on display here. You can expect some high-flying play, some end-to-end action. Both of these teams have some really terrific offensive talent, and both teams are willing to carry the puck. So it should be a great game here and a great playoff series in store for us.
As we line up at center ice now, A.J. Rye taking the face-off for the Nationals, but it's the Junior Canadiens winning it back, with the Nats going into a foot race down low. Out to play it now. Brought back in front. Early chance for the Nats, but just unable to poke it home. Along the half wall now. Brought back out into the neutral zone. Crossing the offensive blue line, trying to gain a step there on the Junior Canadiens was Hector Martel, but it's brought back now. Winding up for that shot was Xander Valeris, but it just rolled wide as it goes back out. Nats trying to settle it down. Being forced to play that back was Luke Howard. He was pressured hard there by Wyatt Ginman. Onto the ice now is Isaac Simone, playing defense in transition as he regains it now to start the breakout. He's getting it past the blue line, and it was forced back on the play. Surveying his options now was Luca Graziano, and he'll send it up to Chase Yanni. Yanni lost possession there down low, and we have some early shoving there between these two teams just over a minute into this first period. And a hard collision there into the boards, but was able to get up on that play. Was able to sidestep the defenseman. Brought back out now. Yanni just couldn't reach it, and he'll head for the change. Out to play it there was Pergola. It's a battle of both 29 goaltenders in Austin Pergola and Alexander Armelin. Just past the red line now with a burst of speed out of Nationals. Far side shot off the pad of Armelin, and they keep it in play. Coming out now was Hongyu Wang. As they bring it back out. It's a 2-on-1! And they just aren't able to get that to the front of the net. No whistles have been blown yet. This has just been end-to-end action. But not too many high-danger scoring chances yet, Jaden.
Well, there's been about one high-danger chance per team so far. That chance for Hong Yu Wang in front of the net was a good one just now for the Junior Canadiens. And right off that opening face-off, the Nationals busting in to get to the front of the net. So both teams have had an early chance here, but looking to capitalize.
And it'll be an offensive zone face-off now for the Junior Canadiens. Now to take that face-off at center ice, Hector Martel. Drawing up a scheme there with Hong Yu Wang. At center ice there, Martel trying to pick it back up. Couldn't gain the stick lift, but he regains possession. Throwing it on goal, loose in front. Ormelin's down, or rather Pergola, and he comes up big. Along the half wall now, looking to keep it in, and it's an odd man attack for the Nationals. Trying to put it on goal, but some good work there defensively by the Junior Canadiens and Luca Graziano. And it's kept in play by the Nats. Trying to get to it there along the slot, cutting out into the middle, but it was Hong Yu Wang defensively helping out on that play. Into the corner now, they battle away for it. It's brought back out into the neutral zone as it will be called for icing.
So a chance here for the Nationals. They haven't had too much offensive zone time, but an offensive zone face-off after an icing, and they can try and get their best guys out there. You look for AJ Rye to step out onto the ice and try and make some offense happen.
It'll be the big player and Callum Mainville taking the draw. One of the biggest wingspans in this OHL priority selection. But it's the Junior Canadiens getting it back. And some nifty work there to regain possession for the entry by number 92, Nicholas Addy. Being forced back now out to play it. Armelin was able to avoid danger on that one. But it's this Nationals forecheck that's been relentless so far, going after pucks. And it's a pass intended there for Addy, but just out of his reach. Nats forced back on the play as they begin on the breakout. It's a long stretch pass, trying to feed that over to Malkassian. And it's out to play right there. Pergola is able to glove it down.
It's a smart play by Pergola, but good forechecking from the Junior Canadiens. On a puck that trickles in on goal like that, sometimes it's tempting to sit back and wait for your opponent to take it onto the attack. But getting on the forecheck there and forcing the goaltender to cover it up grants you an offensive zone faceoff.
And going after that puck there, Jake O'Brien, one of the top players in this OHL priority selection. Huge open ice collision there along the red line as the whistle's blown. And believe...
Well, there's a huge hit there at the red line. And some discussions happening. Doesn't look like any penalty will be called. The faceoff will come all the way back on the icing.
Appears it was just an icing call, so another offensive zone face-off there. Chase Yanni after it, trying to get it back. As they keep it in play there once again. Throwing it on net there was Yanni. And it's Graziano now at the blue line. Throwing that around for Yanni. Down low, he'll skate with it. Setting it back for his line mates in Malkassian, going down hard there along the corner, but assisting in trying to get that puck back. Just past the blue line now, it's the Junior Canadiens being forced back, and Graziano's first to it. Sending that over to his partner and Harrison McLean as they break out the puck. Nationals forcing the turnover there, but it's the Junior Canadiens nearly regaining possession, and they'll hound for it once again. Along the half wall now, unable to pick it up as we have a stoppage in play.
Well, it's been a good start here from the Junior Canadiens. They've been pushing the pace in the offensive zone, and that comes through their aggressive forechecking. They're putting pressure on the puck carrier, on the Nationals, whenever the puck is down in that end of the ice, and it's made life really difficult for the Nationals defenders trying to get the puck up the ice.
Up the face-off now, Hector Martel unable to win it. Nationals will dump it back in. It was picked up there by the Junior Canadiens defender. And had to be careful on that one, otherwise it could have been a 2-on-1 the other way. Nationals in transition will force it along the boards. Huge collision there. And we'll have our first call of this opening period.
Well, yeah, big hit along the line there, and we'll see who heads to the box here. But looks like the Nationals will be going to the power play. Or maybe not here.
And there will be no call on the play. This appeared to be a stoppage of play. So, quick shot from the point. Missing wide, but into the slot. Stopped by Armelin. And it's brought back out. Along the half wall now, trying to cycle, and we'll have another whistle blown.
The whistle goes in the corner there, but great stop there from Armelin as the puck came out into the slot for a great chance. He just gets out tall in his crease, really aggressively, makes himself look big in the net, and he makes the stop, and the rebound goes to the corner.
Face off just outside the offensive blue line. Callum Mainville is able to retrieve it. That puck was brought back in by Austin Punchard. And here are the Junior Canadiens in transition, trying to gain a step. It goes down low, and it's the Nats regaining possession. With the forecheck of this Junior Canadiens team going after, once again, another hit. And they'll settle the puck down as changing bodies enter the ice. Long stretch pass the other way will be called for icing.
So once again, the Nationals get a chance to turn some momentum here. It's been a good couple of shifts from the Junior Canadiens, pushing the pace again in the offensive zone, but then the Nationals force the icing. They get the offensive zone face off, and they can try to go to the attack again here.
And we'll see Ryan Arpin there at the point, known for his slap shot. But as the Junior Canadiens with that key defensive zone face-off victory, but the Nats are able to recover. Here is Arpin with it, trying to throw it on goal, just redirected wide. The puck is sent down low. Graziano in a puck battle. But it's the Nationals holding the blue line. Trying to gain a step there. Nearly not being attacked the other way, but fending for it along the boards, and it's the Nationals there once again on the entry. Able to win that dump and chase battle as they begin the cycle. It's battled for along the corners there, and the Junior Canadiens finally get it out. It's brought back the other way. It was Malkassian sending that in down low for Luca Moreno. Into the corner now, unable to gain inside positioning, and once again it's this Nationals team really playing strong defensively, Jaden.
Yeah, they've been good in their own zone and done a good job withstanding the pressure from the Junior Canadiens. They've been forced to move the puck quickly, but they're making smart plays to get out of their zone quickly.
Yanni trying to send that in front, and we will have our first call of the game this time on that sequence.
As that looks to be a slashing call. One of the Junior Canadiens just had his stick ripped right out of his hands as he tried to bust into the offensive zone. And if you're going to take a penalty, that's the kind of penalty you want to take. That's a penalty that might save a goal here on that, what would have been a 3-on-1 rush. So for the Nationals, you try and kill off this penalty and get back on the attack as quickly as you can here.
Hector Martel out there taking the face-off. With Graziano quarterbacking this power play. Hongi Wang too. Here's Martel now. Down low with it. Trying to win that battle. It'll be Yanni helping him out. Brought back for Graziano. Here's Graziano with it for the shot. Score! Graziano opens the scoring in game one.
And we thought that penalty might have saved a goal, but doesn't turn out to be the case. Graziano with a beautiful shot from the point, just a seeing eye shot, gets through all the traffic, and it beats Austin Pergola to make this a 1-0 game early on here in the first period.
And you just saw the ability to win that puck battle, cycle it in, utilize the flanks, and just find open ice there. Graziano had a lot of room there to gain 3 strides and just put it on goal, and was able to cleanly beat goaltender Austin Pergola. As we brought back now to center ice, Both teams having a discussion there with the referees, just trying to figure out the scoreboard, but it appears. But I think we're all worked out now as the Nationals win it back. Trickling over the red line now. And Junior Canadiens surveying his options there was Michael Levine. It's brought back down all the way to the other end now. Nats with a quick decision there on the counter-attack as they gain the entry. Battling after it there, it's the Junior Canadiens in transition, closing the gaps. Trying to send it up the ice now along the boards, but it was picked off by the Nationals. Some patience displayed on that play now as it's Levine sending it in. And going after it there was Jake O'Brien. Battle along the half wall there. Won by the Nationals as they look to send it back up. Mainville wasn't able to cleanly regain possession there as the Junior Canadiens now will circle around. Forced back into their own zone. Changing bodies now on the ice for both squads. And gaining the entry there were O'Brien. And both players now on these two sides going down on the ice. And we've seen a lot of players falling so far in this opening period. And the battle there, won by the Nats. They just get it in deep. And try to equalize this game with still time remaining on the clock in this opening period. Luca Moreno there going after it, is able to win it. Gains outside positioning. Sends it back to Valeris. Long range shot redirected in, but unable to reach the pad of Pergola. Brought back here's Valeris. It was loose in front of the goal, but it redirected wide. Into the corner they go with it. As they try to get it out, Nationals playing to survive. Brought back out. Here are the Junior Canadiens, unable to get that through. They'll have to make a quick step there, but they send it back deep. And a good shift there for this Harrison McLean and Xander Valeris D pair. But it's brought back out quickly. Some good work there in transition by Keegan Knight. As the Junior Canadiens are on the counter-attack. Far side shot, just missed the net. Going after it there was Yu Wang. And they try to send that back into the slot, but they battle for it there along the boards. Yu Wang will assist now. And the puck will now be gloved down by Pergola.
Good save there by Pergola, just tracking the puck as the puck comes into the slot there. Just good vision, some chaos in front of the net. But he's able to find the puck through the traffic.
And in the offensive zone now, had to be careful there on that sequence was Pergola as the puck was loose in front of his crease.
Another good stop from Pergola, and good play here from the Junior Canadiens. They're getting pucks to the net. They're getting bodies to the net as well, and they're causing some chaos in the offensive zone. And for the Nationals, you want to try and slow the roll of the Junior Canadiens now because everything's coming up JRC.
And just some good work there defensively, again in transition, but the Nationals forcing it back. Going after it there is Zoldos, sending it around the boards. And the Junior Canadiens will start the breakout, but they're forced back once again. And the Nationals win that puck battle. Brought back around. Throwing it on goal in front. Score! A.J. Rye! And the game is tied!
And A.J. Rye makes up for the penalty he took earlier in the game. And just like that, the Toronto Nationals have swung the momentum. That's sometimes all it takes. A.J. Rye goes to the net, as he always does, in the dirty areas, and he tips that shot right home past Alexander Armelin to tie this game up at 1. And that's A.J. Rye's game right there, going to the dirty areas and making things happen.
And there was Chase Del Colombo in that sequence that won that puck battle, was able to send it over to the defenseman and Luke Howard. He put it on goal, and it was just A.J. Rye getting that inside positioning. Loose in front! And Callum Mainville was stopped by Armelin as they nearly responded with another. But it's Armelin with a critical stop in the final minutes of this first period. Brought back out the other way, Junior Canadiens searching for life here as they've allowed the Nationals to tie this game. Back around now, Sarah Brando into the slot area. But it's a 2-on-1 now for the Junior Canadiens with the puck. And there's a stoppage of play as the ref's arms are up in the air.
And this may have been an offside here at the line as the Canadiens busted in. So no penalty on the play, but that's a disappointing end to that sequence for the JRC. They thought they had a lane to the net, but they're forced outside the offensive zone.
With it there now, sending it in was Valeris. Into the corner now, going after it was Addy. Nicholas Addy. Unable to win that back, so here are the Nationals on the counterattack. Playing it in was Dudziak, and appears there's an icing called on the play.
Yeah, Dudziak just didn't gain the line there. He tried to dump the puck in, so now it's going to come all the way back down into the Nationals zone. And if the Junior Canadiens, you're trying to respond. They had all the momentum right up until that A.J. Rye goal equalized the game, and they're going to have to try and get that back here late in this first.
And Nicholas Addy now will take the face-off in the offensive zone. Battling for that puck now is Malkassian. But it's the Nationals coming up with it on the counter-attack. In transition going after it there, stopping up on the play was Texera. The battle for it, keeping it in at the blue line as they maintain offensive zone pressure. The puck goes down low now, and it's the Junior Canadiens receiving it, but unable to clear. This time they will, and it's a foot race for the puck, nearly springing Nicholas Addy for a breakaway, and he's unhappy as they call an icing against the Junior Canadiens.
Well, Addy just trying to race onto that puck, and a stretch pass just couldn't quite get to it quick enough. And remember, here in the GTHL, no hybrid icing, no touch icing, so if it's an icing, it's an icing, and a breakaway pass turns into a defensive zone faceoff for the Junior Canadiens.
And they're able to win it as it reaches the stick of Graziano and sent all the way back out past the red line. Back the other way now, going after it. Graziano unable to win that defensively as the puck went out into the front of Armelin's crease, but was able to get cleared and out of danger. Nationals, though, relentless on the forecheck, will send it back in. Trying to get that out is Yu Wang. But it's brought back out by the Junior Canadiens. And we'll have a stoppage of play once again.
Good work there from Wang, getting out into the neutral zone from the defensive end and starting the attack for the Junior Canadiens. They can't gain the zone quite.
They score! And just like that, A.J. Rye has his second of the game.
Well, A.J. Rye, we knew he was going to be key for the Toronto Nationals in this series, and he has been exactly that so far in this game. He has carried the team to a 2-goal lead here, and once again, he gets this goal by going to the net, driving to the net with his stick down. He takes the pass, and he taps it home, and just like that, 2-1 Nationals.
And into the neutral zone now. Winning that back was the Junior Canadiens, who suddenly find themselves down by 1 goal, still in this opening period. And finally there along the corner, they begin to try to find some offensive zone pressure and just simplify their game and make better decisions in their own end. In transition there, Michael Levine is able to break it out. Past the red line they go. They send it along the boards now, going after their Chase Yanni, trying to retrieve it, but the Nationals are able to escape. Back the other way they come once again. Out to play it there was Brandolino. And along the corner they go, changing bodies now on both sides, entering the ice. As the Junior Canadiens begin to break out. A long stretch pass sent the other way. And with it here now, Addy to the front of the goal. Unable to get that through. Good defensive work by the Nats. But once again, they continue into the corner. Malkassian with it. Get some assistance from Addy. Here's Valeris now. Well, skate around, setting it on goal. But it was gloved down by Austin Pergola.
Once again, Pergola just displaying his great vision as he finds that puck through traffic. The Junior Canadiens have done a good job at getting bodies in front of the net, trying to get in his vision, but he's done a great job so far, just seeing through those screens in front of him and making saves.
And here's Hector Martel on the offensive zone faceoff. He's able to win that back for Valeris. He'll drive it into the outside, looking for options down low. Malkassian after it. Trying to send that back in. Here's Malkassian with it to the outside. Will go for a lap. He's able to protect it himself. Brought back out. Quick shot, Valeris! And he just missed another net shot as there's a blocker stop save by Pergola, and that'll do it. Through 15 minutes, the Toronto Nationals climb back to take a 2-1 lead over the Toronto Junior Canadiens.
Well, the story of that first period has to be A.J. Rye, 2 goals to give his team the 2-1 lead after one period, and he's just been so good. He's been all over the ice, on the rush, in the offensive zone, good defensive plays as well, and just going to the net, making himself known in front of that goal has been a huge difference maker so far in this game, and will continue to be that in this series.
And for the Toronto Junior Canadiens, you saw 2 examples of turnovers in the defensive zone and the neutral zone coming back to bite them, and both those goals against. What do you think head coach Dave DiMizio is telling his group in terms of playing a better defensive game?
I think he's telling them to just settle things down. They know they're the better seed in this game. They were tops in the GTHL in the regular season. They know they're the favorites here, and I think if they can settle things down, they should be able to handle this Toronto Nationals team for the rest of this game in this series.
Both teams now starting to enter the ice once again, as we'll see some of the players come back out. Great opening period for both the 29 goaltenders. Alexander Armelin didn't really have much to work with when it's a breakaway chance against, and in terms of the first goal, it was just the player gaining inside position in front of him. We'll see how big he can come up as we get set at center ice now. And we are underway for this second period of action in Game 1 between the Junior Canadiens and the Nationals. Looking for a quick response now as it's brought back in. And out to get it there was Keegan Knight. Along the corner going after it. We'll send it back to Valeris. And to assist defensively there was Hector Martel. But it's brought back down, so Valeris will have to retrieve it. And there's another turnover generated. Quick chance in front! Open net chance there for the Nationals as there was a quick shot on goal, but it just redirected wide. Back the other way. Nifty move by Wang in front! And unable to find the stick of Chase Yanni. And already some open ice action on both sides in the opening minute of this second. And brought back out once again! And the one-time chance was blocked in front by the Junior Canadiens blue liner. Yanni trying to get that out past the neutral zone as Sarah Brando brings it back out. And out to play it there was goaltender Armelin, and he'll glove it down.
Another good save from Armelin, and a good job to just settle things down after a few really good chances for the Toronto Nationals, getting pucks to the net and getting out into the slot. But Armelin's standing tall, and he gets the whistle and gives his team a chance to settle things down early here in the middle frame.
With the defensive zone draw will be Jake O'Brien on the Junior Canadiens, and he's able to win that back. Risky play there by the Junior Canadiens, but it works out, and Luca Graziano will lead the odd man attack. Trying to get that through, and they're able to get the turnover in front. Score! The game is tied. It's Chase Yanni making it 2-2.
What a play there from Chase Yanni. Once again, it's just getting pucks on net, getting to the slot, getting bodies in those dirty areas that rewards the Junior Canadiens here, and they've tied the game up. And I think what we were saying was true. This team has the talent to win this game. They settled things down. They got into the attack, and they have tied this game once again.
And another chance there. Graziano, with a bit of a risky play in the defensive end, was able to lead the rush and generate a goal. So 2 points already for him, and it's another chance. They're off a play, and we have a whistle now in front of Austin Pergola as we hear some stick taps now on the Junior Canadiens side.
Well, some pushing and shoving there. The net gets knocked off its moorings in the bit of chaos, but doesn't look like we're going to get any sort of supplemental discipline out of it here.
And out to take that face off now is Luca Moreno. Into the corner there. After it is Kieran Riley trying to win that battle. And Michael Levine holding the blue line. It's brought back out now by Addy. And it's brought back all the way around. At the blue line now. Some cross-checking once again, and it looks like Levine will find himself going to the box. As it appears we'll remain at 5v5 perhaps, and we'll just see a line change now on both teams.
Now it does look like it's going to be Levine heading to the box on the officials' decision there. So a power play chance for the Nationals as they try and retake the lead here. And this is going to be an absolutely crucial couple of minutes. So we'll certainly see the stars out there for the Nationals. Callum Mainville, AJ Rye.
And they go after it there. It's the Junior Canadiens winning it back, trying to clear the zone, and they're able to do so. Pergola will send that over to Riley. But we know with Kieran Riley, he can skate the puck in transition and begin to break out himself, but this instance he's forced back. Surveying his options in front. And out to play it there, Mainville trying to send that back there. Unable to get it through. It is held in by Howard. Brought back in front of the net. Bodies down. And it's the Junior Canadiens coming up with it as they'll play it in. And back to the other side. And now a potential shorthanded chance as Hector Martel will put it on goal. And we'll see the line change for the Junior Canadiens.
Well, some good play there from Callum Mainville. Gaining the zone entry, he was taken down, but he just stuck with the puck, sliding on his knees all the way down into the corner. And he managed to get the puck up to the point and get his team set up. Just great play, great resilience from Callum Mainville there.
And here's the puck on the other end, turned over in front of the goal. Going after that was O'Brien as they forced the Nationals back once again. But here's Riley on the entry. Trying to send that over to Del Colombo. As it's brought back to the half wall and picked off by O'Brien. Jake O'Brien showcasing his two-way play and what he can bring to an OHL team next season. And here come the Nationals on the counter-attack. Looking to just gain the zone and set up formation. At the blue line now. Sending it back over to Riley. Riley looking for the cross-seam pass. Was unable to get that through. Back down low they go. Was taken down hard there by a Junior Canadiens player. Riley will send that back in for Del Colombo. Loose in front of the goal, trying to connect on the pass in front of the net. But it just goes wide. It's the Nats holding the blue line there as the penalty is officially killed off. And the Junior Canadiens survive being shorthanded. As we are tied at 2 here. Less than halfway through this second period. Pass was picked off by Thanasi Marintet. But it's the Junior Canadiens with the nice work to Wang. Wang on goal! Was able to feed that back to Martel for the shot, but it goes all the way back down, and Armelin will be forced to play. It's the Junior Canadiens forcing the puck back at their own end, settling it down as they begin the breakout. With a burst of speed, here's Graziano once again. Over to Malkassian. They send it in along the boards as they battle away for it along the half wall. It's the Nationals generating the turnover in transition as they bring it back out. Malkassian first man on the forecheck. As they send it in along the boards once again. Both teams just trying to settle the play down, but odd man attack here for the Junior Canadiens, trying to cut to the middle, but that did not work. On the counter attack now, they settle it in, and it's Malkassian offside, so they're forced back. Dumping that back in there. It's the Junior Canadiens in the defensive end. Trying to get to it. Just past the red line now. Forcing Luke Howard back. He blew a tire. As they try to capitalize on this. Here's Malcassian there down low with another player. Got tangled up there behind the play. So the Nats avoid danger in that sequence. Brought back out now. It's played back over to O'Brien. And out to get to it here. Nice work there by Addy. Unable to get the shot through. And here is Rye, already with 2 on the game, looking for the hat trick. AJ Rye can't get the cross seam pass through. And it's a breakaway chance the other way! And it's a stop by Pergola!
And what action there, end to end. One chance on one end as AJ Rye has his pass picked off, and then the stretch pass for the breakaway chance, and Austin Pergola makes a terrific stop. Just really strong in his pads, keeping them firm down on the ground, not letting anything squeak under them as the Junior Canadiens tried to jam at that one on the break, and it remains a tie game here.
As both teams regroup in the offensive zone. Both coaches getting an explanation from the referees there as we return to 5-on-5 action. Taking the offensive zone face-off is Chase Yanni of the Junior Canadiens. Trying to win that back, but it's the Nationals getting to it, forcing it into the neutral zone. With it now is Graziano, with 2 points on the night already. Has been a real force at both ends. Picking that up there was Jake O'Brien. And transitions the puck all the way up, end to end himself. And here are the Nationals now. Kieran Riley jumping up with a shot on goal just over the shoulder of Armelin. As they elect to hold the offensive zone, but they keep it in play. Back down low with it are the Junior Canadiens looking to break out. It is O'Brien with it. Skating it up himself, looking for options. He'll put it on goal. Was unable to feed that through to Jinmin. With it now, Wang wasn't able to see it, so he'll be forced back. As Dudziak was unable to gain the entry, was forced back there on the delayed offside. Back down low once again. Sending that over to Wang, went off his stick, so I'll dump it in and send it up the ice for Jinmin. Net went off its mooring once again, but went straight back down. Going after it once again there are these Junior Canadiens, as we saw some players sprawling there on goaltender Pergola.
Yeah, there's the defender, lost his footing in front, and a smart heads-up play by Pergola to play that quickly away from the front of the net.
The puck is sent back into the neutral zone now. And the first man back to get to it was Punchard. Looking to break that out now is Isaac Simone. Loose in front! Off the post! And Pergola made the save! What a chance there off the turnover for the Junior Canadiens. Brought back out once again. Loose in front, trying to get to it. Open net on the other side. But the Nationals escape danger in that sequence.
Well, once again, those defensive zone turnovers coming back to bite the Toronto Nationals. Another chance here.
And trying to drive to that front of the net, but was taken away by the defenseman. That was a chance by Morano, but brought back in. And it is Pergola making the glove save.
Another good stop from Pergola, and he's been doing a really good job here in this period, holding the Nationals in this game. The Junior Canadiens have done a great job establishing themselves in the offensive zone, putting the pressure on, but they haven't been able to solve Pergola, and just kept it a tie game at 2 here.
Taking that offensive zone face-off now are the Junior Canadiens. Trying to win that back there. Getting into Ethan Armstrong. His shot was redirected in front. Putting it on goal there was Yanni. Back down low with it. As the Junior Canadiens now start playing with the puck a bit more in the offensive zone. finding their rhythm. Nationals now looking to escape the play and begin a rush of their own. With it now, here's Mainville, lost the puck, but kept in play there by Rye. Loose in front! And getting to it first was Alexander Armelin.
Some extracurriculars after the whistle here, but some more good play here from AJ Rye and Callum Mainville, who've been the stars of this Toronto Nationals team this season and in this game. And they make things happen in the offensive zone as they did there, just getting pucks towards the goal, getting in on the attack, and creating a chance out of nothing.
And limited time left here in the second period. Could be the last offensive zone face-off for these Nationals, as it appears we do have a player going into the penalty box on the junior Canadian side, so the Nationals are heading to the power play.
So we'll wait to see who the player is who's been sent to the box. Looks like it's Xander Villaris going off here for 2 minutes, so a power play opportunity for the Nationals.
Loose in front for the Nationals! Unable to get that through, trying to connect on the pass. Back over now. Sending it over to Punchard. Punchard throwing it on net, and it was broken up by Hector Martel. And is able to escape danger here in the final seconds of this second period. One last rush here for the Nationals. Sending it up the other way. Here is Riley. Nifty work there on the entry. We'll circle back. Riley will send it up the boards now, finding Mainville. Mainville down low. Will have to skate to it with the assistance of Riley, held in by Punchard. Or rather, it was Sarah Brando holding the blue line, but this time it'll be forced back out. Just past the red line with it. Unless they try to get to it now. Here is Sarah Brando! Glove stop! And multiple players there on the goal line, attacking the crease of Armelin.
And Armelin does another great job standing tall there. A couple of Nationals players coming right at him, following up that shot, and that's what you got to do here. When you've got two hot goaltenders, put pucks on net and chase the rebound, see if you can find something in the crease, and the Nationals do a great job of that there to try and create some offense, and they've got a minute left to power play to try and make something happen.
So Mainville stays out there with Punchard and Riley, along with AJ Rye looking for the hat trick. As they get set for the face-off. 1 minute remaining on the man advantage. It's the junior Canadiens winning the draw and sending it back out. And Luke Howard was forced back. Had to be careful on that play as he was challenged by Yanni. Yanni still after it.
Great play by Yanni here.
But they're able to recover on that sequence. It's the Nasty Marintet starting off the rush for the Nats as they bring it back in. Mainville trying to hold it, but it's cleared once again by the junior Canadiens, and capping off a terrific shift was Chase Yanni sending it back out. Nationals with one last breakout perhaps on this man advantage. Trying to set up their formation. It was a long stretch shot. Back down low, trying to win a forecheck battle. But they stop that puck from being cleared, and they'll send it back in. Onto that foot race there was Marintet, but junior Canadiens will play keep away as they send it back in, and they'll officially kill off the penalty. Out to it now are the junior Canadiens on the counter-attack, looking to gain some momentum here in this second period, already having tied it up and looking to regain the lead. With it, there's Jake O'Brien. Had to stop up for the delayed offside. Changing bodies now on both sides as the puck is in the offensive zone. Here's O'Brien sending that up in front! And what a stop once again by Pergola. It's still loose in front of the goal, and Pergola will glove it down.
Another great play by the junior Canadiens. That's Wyatt Ginman cutting into the slot and getting that shot off of that setup And once again, a great stop from Pergola. Once again, he's aggressive at the top of his crease. When the puck is in the slot, he makes himself big in his net, and he makes the stop.
And it'll be another offensive zone draw. Run back there by Armstrong for the far side shot. Keeping it in play. After it now is Moreno in front. Sending that back over to Armstrong. Another shot. This time there's a rebound in front. But unable to capitalize on that was Moreno. As the puck is sent back the other way. With it there is Riley leading the rush. Quick shot stopped by Armelin as he bodies it down. As it was a clean luck there for the Nats.
That was a good counterattack there from the Nationals. After a good sequence from Austin Pergola, and the Nationals, they know they're the underdog in this game and in this series, and if you're trying to pull off an upset like they are, you need good goaltending and you need to be opportunistic, and that's what they've been so far in this game, just trying to create those quick rush opportunities like they just did to try and get back into it and take the lead again.
Nationals on the offensive zone draw there are able to force it into the half wall, trying to win that battle. As back to play it there was Martel defensively, but Kieran Riley will take a quick shot off the pad of Armelin, and that puck had eyes, but it's brought back out and played in by the Nationals. And that's the Junior Canadiens on the breakout, trying to get that back out. It's going to be a foot race now for Wang. Here is Wang on it, lost possession, as it's the Nats on the counterattack. Out to play it once again, leading the entry, but was offside on the play.
Well, the Nationals trying to get into the offensive zone there. They've been good on the rush so far in this game, creating opportunities that way and getting bodies to the front of the net. Just a little bit of a miscommunication there at the line cost them the offside. But they're going to need to keep putting pressure on the Canadiens through their speed in the neutral zone and attacking the offensive zone.
Callum Mainville back on the ice now, taking a draw and winning it against O'Brien. It is Howard now sending it in deep. It is Sarah Brando going after it. And held in by the Nats. All the way along the boards now. O'Brien had to be careful! Loose in front! And Armelin avoids danger in that sequence.
Well, the puck just came loose in the slot, and right onto it was the Nationals player trying to get that shot away. Armelin standing tall once again. Just a great job tracking that puck to find it quickly as it came loose in the slot area.
As we'll see a changing line now for the Junior Canadiens in the defensive end. And they are able to win it back. With it now is Nicholas Addy. Setting it up the ice, Mainville back defensively. Unable to reach that was Malcassian, and it's forced back the other way. Graziano in a foot race was able to get to that first. Had to be careful on that play not to overskate it or perhaps a potential breakaway there for the Nats player. Malcassian on the entry now trying to send that back over the other way to Graziano jumping up. Holding the offensive zone as it's sent down low. Malcassian there along the half wall. Two players there on that Nats player are able to send him down. And it's on the counterattack now. Going after it is Moreno. And it's a 2-on-1 potentially here on the far side. Mainville with the shot, and it's gloved down by Armelin. As we have a player going down on that play there in Malcassian. Some shoving going on. AJ Rye taking exception to that post whistle hit, and we'll see some shoving going on.
That was another good rush from the Nationals there, getting in on the right wing for that quick shot, but a great glove save from Armelin, tracking that puck so well as he has been all night. And he's made things really frustrating here for the Nationals in this second period.
And there'll be another offensive zone face-off here. Del Colombo on the ice. He'll be taking the draw for these Nationals. As they try to win that back, Marin Tet for the one-timer. He'll be forced to send it into Punchard. It's a long-range shot there, and it's easily stopped by Armelin.
Well, with just a few seconds to go in this period, the Nationals just trying to put everything they can on net, trying to challenge Armelin here as they look to retake the lead late in the second period. And a late goal here would be huge to set to the tone for the third period and change the momentum and the dynamic of this game. So that's what the Nationals are going to be trying to do. You can see they've got the players lined up for the quick one-timer after that face-off.
As Del Colombo once again on the draw. As they set up the play now. Looking to win that back. This time it's brought back around the boards here by the Junior Canadiens. And it's a foot race now for it. And that will do it for this second period. As we now have a tied game at 2 between the Junior Canadiens and the Nationals in this All-Toronto playoff series.
Well, this has been a great game so far, as we expected. It's just been a battle of two different styles of play here. You can see the Junior Canadiens really putting pressure, trying to play the cycle game in the offensive zone. And on the other end, the Nationals playing a rush game, using their speed, using their skill to their advantage. And it's been a stalemate through 2 periods.
Well, for Jaden Ho, I'm Jordan Jacklin, and we'll continue third period action at Herb Carnegie next. Welcome back to third period action in this first game of round 1 between the Junior Canadiens and the Nationals in this All-Toronto playoff series. I'm Jordan Jacklin, joined alongside Jaden Ho, as we are currently tied at 2 apiece between these two sides. And what do you think each team will have to do, Jaden, to take that next step forward and win this game?
Well, it's just a matter of cracking the goaltenders. I think both teams have had their fair share of chances through the first 2 periods, but it's been a great goaltending duel so far, and I think it's going to be whichever team figures out the goaltender first is going to win this game in the next 15 minutes. If you can find a way to get one pass, that might be enough, or it might open the floodgates.
Now to take that draw now is Moreno. Luca Moreno losing it there to the Nationals, who are now on the counterattack, being forced back there quickly. It's another turnover nearly generated off to the stick of Moreno, but a long stretch pass. Trying to cut to the middle there was Rye. And A.J. Rye already with 2 in this game. Searching for that hat trick and nearly with a dazzling finish. Back defensively there with it were the Junior Canadiens as they go after it. Nats will dump it in now as they send it in deep. Malkassian in defensively. In the defensive end now. Forced back there are the Nationals. Surveying his options in front, trying to send that up to Mainville, but it was an errant pass. And the Junior Canadiens, with some tight gap control again in transition, are able to neutralize that play. On the counterattack they go. Here's a stretch pass for Yanni. Chase Yanni with the shot! And it went just off the glove of Pergola and back out and all the way down to the other end of the ice. Already a strong showing here for Chase Yanni. Back down low now are the Junior Canadiens. Trying to start the breakout. They'll send it in along the boards. And it's called for icing.
Good start here from the Junior Canadiens, and a great chance there as Chase Yanni came busting in up that left wing side, and a quick shot, quick release, but he just missed the net. And the Junior Canadiens did a good job getting back. Sometimes when you miss the net on the opposite side, the puck slings all the way back, but the Junior Canadiens did a good job recovering quickly from that miss.
And the puck is won there by the Nationals as they tried to send that back in, but it was a turnover the other way. It was Wang on it. Or rather, Romano. And the Nationals now defensively in it. Going after it now. In front, score! Luca Romano! Oh, did you see that?
What a goal by Luca Romano. And just like that, the Junior Canadiens have taken the lead. And it's just like we said, whoever is able to solve that goaltending battle first is going to get that first goal. And that's actually Hong Yu Wang getting the goal there. Gets in.
And the puck is brought back out once again as it is in down low. Have to be careful there once again. The Nationals setting it up onto the pad of Pergola, and have to be careful there. Big forecheck collision there was Luca Romano there. And it's brought back there the other way. 2-on-1! And Mainville's shot was blocked. It's still loose in front of the goal. And that is sent back down once again. Into the corner now there. With it was Addy. Trying to win that forecheck there was Malkassian as he battles forward along the half wall. Addy there with it. Trying to force pressure on Luke Howard. Howard trying to send that around, and it's another chance quick here for Mainville. Trying to spring him for a breakaway, but just falls short on that pass attempt. Junior Canadiens on the counter-attack now in transition with a burst of speed. Trying to send that over there. Another errant pass, and just over the red line, they'll play it out. Off the stick of Brandolino. The offensive end now, the Nationals trying to win it back. Junior Canadiens will send it across. Another stretch pass. Pergola having to come out to play it, and will glove it down.
Well, now for the Nationals, you've fallen behind again in this game, and they're just going to want to stay calm and composed, try and get back onto the attack, turn the momentum of this game again. They've tied the game up, went down 1 before. They just need to make sure they don't let a game get away from them here.
And taking the offensive zone face-off, Jake O'Brien, who was featured in our top 10 rankings, wins it back. Trying to get that over Graziano now. Kept in play there by Yanni. Along the boards it's sent. The Nationals able to pick it up. Another huge open ice collision in the offensive zone as the hits start to rile up on both sides. Past the red line and out. Picked up by the Nationals. On the counter-attack, they now find themselves down by 1 goal, looking for the equalizer. Trying to get to that one, played back. As we'll see a line change now for these Nationals. Junior Canadiens on the breakout. It's a stretch pass for Yanni. Chase Yanni cutting to the middle. Nice move! And what a stop once again by Pergola.
Yanni's just done a great job at gaining the zone on that left wing. He's done it a couple times already, creating chances for himself with his speed, his skills, and his strength there. Another great opportunity he creates.
Being forced back was O'Brien. And it's the Nationals creating a turnover in that sequence, but it's brought back out by O'Brien. And it's a breakaway chance the other way! Trying to go backhand, forehand, but just missing the net on that attempt were the Junior Canadiens.
That was another great chance for Wang as he busted in there. Just trying to get that chip over the glove.
There's another shot here, trying to feed that over to Wang. Unable to get the far side shot, but he'll keep it in play down low. It is Wang with it, who currently has scored the go-ahead goal. Trying to feed that back to Levine. He'll keep it in the offensive zone. As the puck rolls around the boards, Riley with it. We'll send that up now. It's another turnover generated here along the neutral zone by McLean. It's a puck battle in deep now. One back by the Junior Canadiens. Trying to gain inside position. There's Martel trying to feed that back in front. And some nifty work here. Malkassian sending that in. Nice pass for Graziano. As Malkassian forcing the Nationals back once again. And the Junior Canadiens forecheck has reached new heights in this third period so far. Brought back the other way now for Moreno. Sending that over. Malkassian just unable to connect on that feed, but he'll battle for it along the corner. Looking to maintain offensive zone pressure. Malkassian sending it up to Moreno in front for Addy. Still poking at it. It's loose in front. But the Nationals just trying to survive this shift and get it out with tired bodies on the ice.
Well, the Nationals have been in survival mode for a little while here now. They haven't been able to get out of their own zone under the immense forecheck of the Junior Canadiens, and it hasn't allowed the Nationals to get anything going offensively.
Valeris in front was unable to connect on a feed there to Moreno. Nationals now will skate it around their own end, with the Junior Canadiens finally getting changing bodies on the ice. The tip pass there, brought back past the red line, and they'll skate after it. It was AJ Rye going after it, but just falling short on that attempt. Coming back defensively off the stick, so it's Isaac Simone back now for the Nationals. Looking for options in front. They'll send it up the ice now. And going for a skate is Texera. Texera trying to feed that back in front. It was played out by Armelin. And it's sent along the boards. Going after it now. Is in their own end, the Junior Canadiens. Yanni there will play it along the boards to O'Brien. O'Brien nearly turning it over there in that sequence to Arpin jumping up on the play. It's brought back out to O'Brien. Here's O'Brien trying to get a centering feed, as it was McLean jumping up on that rush to keep it in play. Going after it there is O'Brien once again coming to it, sending that in down low. Going after it now is Hector Martel, getting some assistance, as we'll have a stoppage and play called.
Well, once again, the Nationals just struggling to get out into the neutral zone and get onto the attack. The Junior Canadiens really energized by that Wang goal earlier in this period, and they're showing it here. They've been all over the Nationals since that 3-2 go-ahead goal.
It is that Martel Romano Wang line on the ice for the Junior Canadiens in the offensive zone. Valeris will play that in deep, as it took a weird bounce onto the crease, and Pergola had to make a quick stop in that sequence.
Good vision there from Pergola to read that play, as it did just take a bit of a funny hop before getting on goal, so he had to be sharp there to keep this a one-goal game.
And it's just outside the offensive blue line, the face-off, so Pergola out to play it now. Setting that in down low for his defenseman in Kieran Riley. It's another turnover generated by the Junior Canadiens, trying to keep that in deep. Here is Romano in front. Just unable to get that through. Here's the blue liner now trying to keep that in play. Sprawling bodies on the ice once again for the Nationals, being forced back up. The Junior Canadiens forecheck continues as they keep it in down low. Nats looking to escape now, as making plays in transition have been hard, but a potential rush opportunity denied, as it's called for offside.
Yeah, just that one extra move before he entered the zone from Kieran Riley just cost the Nationals there, as he just waited a little extra second. His teammates got ahead of him, and we're into the offensive zone before the puck for the offside.
And with it there, trying to get to it was Mainville, but Junior Canadiens come up to it first. Sending it all the way around now. Malkassian going after it. For an undersized player, Malkassian, one of the better forecheckers in the GTHL at the U16 level. You can really see the relentlessness on number 85. It's a trickling puck there along the boards, but it's sent back out. I'm going to be careful on that play. Nicholas Addy nearly able to intercept that pass. But it's a foot race for it once again, trying to send that up. And Addy will go in after it once again. Sent along the boards now. Nationals looking to escape. But it's held in by the Junior Canadiens. Kept alive. Here is Addy with the shot. Trying to get that through, but it went off a skater in front, and we'll now see a change for the Junior Canadiens. A Chase Yanni group on the ice. Mainville trying to skate it up, being pressured hard there by Yanni. And Chase Yanni, we've been seeing him make plays all night, offensively and defensively, Jaden.
Oh, yeah, he's had a great game tonight. Just using his speed and his skill to get pucks from his team, from his opponents, and getting to the net. He's just done a great job on that left wing as well, going to the attack, using his speed to burn defenders and create chances.
We just had a puck go out of play now, so face-off will come just outside the offensive blue line for the Nationals. As they go for that puck, Marcus Colebrook trying to win it back. And it was Brandolino deflecting that in as they keep it in the offensive zone. The puck came just outside the half wall there, and it's kept in play by the Nats. Going after it, though, Junior Canadiens able to clear, and it's called for icing.
So a chance here for the Nationals. They haven't had many offensive zone faceoffs in this third period. It has been largely the Junior Canadiens dominating, but a chance to get started in the offensive zone, and the Nationals need to take advantage here.
As we'll see a line change now on both sides. And we get set now. Austin Punchard, one of the blue liners on the ice here for the Nationals. There's a shot threat when he's on the ice. And he now has the puck. He'll send it in deep. Put on goal perfectly. And Armelin forced to hold it down.
So another offensive zone face-off, and that's a credit to the pressure that the Nationals are putting on here. They're playing like they need a goal, which they do. And to get one in this third period would be absolutely crucial. They can't let this game slip away from them in the opening game of this first round.
AJ Ryan on the face-off, battling for it there as the Nats keep it in play off the cycle. It ends up along the boards now. AJ Ryan on the face-off, battling for it there as the Nats keep it in play off the cycle. It ends up along the boards now. And it's kept alive there by Kurt. But it's brought back now. Breakaway chance! And it was stopped once again. That was Wang. Another opportunity there. And it's kept in the offensive zone. Players down on the ice now, but the value of Austin Pergola cannot be understated. A huge night to keep this a one-goal game. Defensively with it, here are the Nationals. Brought over to Howard. Cross-seam pass for Del Colombo as they'll begin the rush the other way. It was brought back out. Howard had to jump in. Knee-on-knee collision there, but was able to get back up swiftly as he'll body his man after that sequence.
And there's a Junior Canadian in some discomfort on the bench. You can see him in your screen.
And Malkassian has scored! 4-2 Junior Canadiens.
On the rush there, the pass out in front of the goal, and Evan Malkassian, a beautiful one-time shot to make this a 4-2 game. And as now you can see, that's Chase Yanni, who is in discomfort behind the Junior Canadiens bench there. Might have taken a puck to or a shot to a bad area. He was doubled over, but I'm sure he is happy to see his team take a 4-2 lead here in the third.
And we've just been seeing, it's been the rush chances on both sides that have been able to break through for both teams. And just capitalizing when they can on these odd man attacks. Brought back here, the Nationals trying to send that on front. And it's a trickling puck sent back the other way. Kieran Riley forced back. Out the play at Pergola. Had to be careful on that sequence. As there was a chasing Junior Canadian out on the ice. Looked like Nicholas Addy nearly poking at home.
A good smart play by Addy. Again, that trickling puck when it's coming into the zone. Sometimes you want to step back and let the opponent take it into your zone, but going to the net, forcing the goaltender to cover it up, and it earns them offensive zone face-off here. Yanni back on the ice. That's good to see.
Chase Yanni, quite the warrior he's had to be this game. Will not take the draw in this sequence. Will be Drake O'Brien. Trying to win that back. It's the Nationals with it. Cutting to the middle of the ice on that sequence. A nifty work on that play by Del Colombo. Far side shot just over the shoulder of Armelin. Kept in play, though, by the Nats as they go after it. And it's an empty net now situation for these Junior Canadiens. 6-on-5 in favor of the Nationals in the dying minutes of this third period. Along the blue line now, they're able to get to it. It's a long-range shot as they'll have an icing on the play.
So face-off's going to come back, and looks like it's going to be a timeout here for the Nationals. In the final minutes of this game, they're in need of something of a miracle here as they try to get 2 to equalize here in the third.
For the Toronto Nationals, if you're head coach Dave DeMizio, what are you saying in this timeout, and what players would you want to see on the ice for the 6-on-5?
Well, I'm saying to the guys that you need to believe in yourselves right here. It's 2 minutes to score 2 goals. It's definitely possible, and I think this is a team that has the talent to do it. I know they're going to want to have A.J. Rye out there. He's got a pair already. Callum Mainville has shown great chemistry with Rye this season. Those two definitely need to be out there for this important face-off. And for the Junior Canadiens on the other end, just shutting things down and getting a quick clear is crucial. You're up by 2, so you can fire for the empty net and risk the icing with a little bit more security. And I think that's what they're going to be trying to do, just trying to close this game off and ice this first game series.
And we see Mainville leading the rush there. The other way, we'll see Kyle Weisblatt on the ice with A.J. Rye, along with Kieran Riley and Austin Punchard. So all forces on the ice here to try to get it done. Trailing by 2 in the final minutes of this third, but the puck is sent back out. The other way, Junior Canadiens on the attack, and they score! Harrison McLean jumping up on the rush has made it 5-2.
Well, that's what the Junior Canadiens said they needed to do, is a quick clear out through the neutral zone.
And it's actually, I believe, Wang who scores, so he's doubled down on the game.
It's that quick clear around the boards, and then they chase the puck well. They're aggressive on the forecheck, and they get to the puck in the neutral zone. And just a great move by Wang, powering through the defender and getting that backhand shot away. And that's just about going to do it for this one.
And the puck is sent back up once again. We'll conclude this game 1. And we'll be back for game 2 in just 2 days from now. In this first round playoff series. Definitely was a close one before the third period. We were tied at 2. And here's Callum Mainville. Nifty move! Just missing the net on that shot as our melon jumped out into the top of the crease.
Well, it's a credit to Callum Mainville there, the tenacity to keep fighting for this game, even when you're down 3 in the final minutes here.
It's Riley now, down low with it, looking to start the breakout as we have reached the final minutes of this third period. It's a foot race now between McLean and Rye, but the Junior Canadiens come up with it once again. Going after it now off the attack. Trying to send that Rye all in lone, score! And Nicholas Addy puts that home to make it 6-2 Junior Canadiens.
And a 6-2 score, just not going to reflect well on the Toronto Nationals here, but as you said, this is a much closer game than it appears to be on the scoreboard. Nico Addy with a great goal and just good vision on that pass to the front of the net. Addy slips in behind the defense, gets himself isolated and all alone. He's not going to be denied from that range.
And we'll get set to conclude this game. Mal Cassian will send that back. And it's been definitely a closer game, Jaden, than what the score will indicate, as you just mentioned. And overall, it's going to be up to the Nationals now to regroup and decide how can you play more like how you did in the first 2 periods, and perhaps not give up those chances you did, and perhaps make this a series.
Well, it's just those defensive zone turnovers that cost the Nationals in this game, burned them on multiple occasions. And if they can settle those down, they've certainly got a shot in game 2 and beyond for this series.
As the puck is played out once again for one last attack here by the Nationals, but it's another turnover generated by the Junior Canadiens. That's been a theme tonight.
And it's just that forechecking tenacity. They play with a full court press style here in the neutral zone and the defensive and the offensive zone, the Junior Canadiens, and it's been effective so far.
Kieran Riley will put that on goal as we get set to conclude, and that will do it. Game 1 will be won by the Toronto Junior Canadiens by a score of 6-2 over the Toronto Nationals at Herb Carnegie.
And while, again, the score doesn't indicate how well the Nationals played in this game, they were hanging in it all throughout. A.J. Rye with a great performance, putting up a pair of goals, but the overwhelming talent of the Toronto Junior Canadiens was on display.